Paul Pasolka, Ivy Masters Learning Center and IvyMasters.com, and today we're going to look at Test 3, Section 2, number 43, which reads, at this point the writer is considering adding the following sentence. The museum occupies 6 historic buildings, including the Winter Palace, a former residence of Russian emperors. Should the writer make this addition here? Whenever you see this question, should the writer make this addition here, there's some things that you should consider. One is, it's got to fit within the paragraph. First sentence of the paragraph is a good place to read to see if it fits, but also the rest of the paragraph can be helpful. When you read the sentence before, you got to make sure it transitions well to the included sentence, and then you've got to read to the transition after and make sure it transitions well to the following sentence as well. So let's read the beginning of the paragraph, and we'll read it up to here. So we got to feel for what the paragraph's about before we check the transition. The cats are so cherished by the museum that officials recently commissioned original paintings to be made of 6 of them. In each, a cat depicted upright in a human-like pose and clothed in an imperial Russian attire. The person chosen for this task, digital artist Eldar Zakharov, painted the cats in a style traditionally used by portrait artists. In doing so, presenting the cats as noble individuals worthy of respect. In one portrait, the Heritage Court Chamber Herald cat includes an aristocratic tilt of feline ears as well as stately sweep of the tail, emerging from the stiff scarlet gold of royal court dress. So up to this point in the passage, the cats rid the museum of rodents, and so they're highly esteemed, and they're like, hey, let's run with this. They got this big shot portrait guy to legit paint some cats in royal garb. Pretty interesting beginning of the paragraph, so we got to make sure it fits within that. And you ask yourself, the museum occupies 6 historic buildings, including Winter Palace, former residence of Russian emperors. It does not seem relevant to the main idea of the paragraph, but let's read on to C. The wise, thoughtful green eyes of the subject of the Hermitage Court outrunner cat mimic those of a trusted royal advisor. And again, it's going on to describe the cats in the portraits. And then it's saying the museum occupies 6 historic buildings, including Winter Palace, former residence of Russian emperors. So what buildings that people are in does not seem to be relevant to the sentence before either. And then the sentence after, some may find it peculiar to observe cats portrayed in formal court poses, but these felines, by mastering the art of killing mice and rats, are benefactors of the museum as important as any human. The whole paragraph is focused on the cats and how they're portrayed in the artwork, whereas this is what the physical buildings, the physical museum occupies, which buildings. So it does not seem to fit. So another thing that you want to keep in mind, so we've got main idea of the paragraph, we've also got transition before and transition after. When you go to the answer choices, you want to be flexible. So I'm thinking no, but let's say the explanations for the no answers aren't great. Then I would consider the explanations for the yes answer, see if one of those fit better, because there might be something that you missed. But anyway, I'm thinking no. Let's see if one of the no answers is correct. No, because it fails to indicate why the Winter Palace became an art museum. It just seems like it doesn't fit because we're talking about cats in portrait the whole time. No, because it provides background information that is irrelevant to the paragraph. That looks like our correct answer. So background information on the museum. The paragraph's talking about how the cats are portrayed. Let's make sure it's not A. We'll read it over anyway. Yes, do add it because it shows the link between Peter the Great and the cat paintings. I don't remember Peter the Great being mentioned here, and it says Russian emperors. It doesn't name Peter the Great per se. Answer choice B, yes, because it explains. It helps explain why Russian art celebrates animals. This insert is not giving me anything about why Russian art celebrates animals. The rest of the paragraph, maybe. So anyway, your answer is going to be D. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, click like. You could share it with someone who has trouble with, should the writer make this addition here? If there's any question you'd like to see answered from any official PSAT or SAT or ACT, leave that in the comments. I'd be happy to shoot a video on it. And click subscribe so you don't miss anything. We've got a shorter video on TikTok. Have a great day.